Cardi B? What were you doing? What were you thinking, Cardi B?
It was my 20th birthday. I got a car, got everything. What's up, Peter Langman? On Instagram, this is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. That's crazy. I got a car. Yo, I got a car that was crazy. I got a really cool car now. It's like an SUV.
Cardi B, why aren't you wearing a mask at your birthday party? Why aren't you being a good example? Little girls look up to you. Little girls think that you're, the next big thing. I mean, you are. I'm probably the next bigger thing. I'm Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm a savage. Okay. Now you gotta wait. What? Okay. Hold on a second. Gotta turn that off. What are you guys talking about? I'm running for president, and I want you guys to understand that you need to be responsible young people. You need to show a good example to the younger people. I'm 117 years old. I like Goblin. Of course I like Goblin, Puppet Master for Life. Goblin did the soundtrack for the original Suspiria. You gotta know that if you're gonna watch the Aristotle Full Throttle program. We do this 5 days a week. This is a show that we talk about entertainment, movies, and music, and also the news of the day. You see what I'm saying here? You see what I mean, Puppet Master for Life? Of course you'd listen to Goblin if you know anything about rock music and the history of prog rock. Hey, listen. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm serious. Now listen to me. I'm serious. You need to talk some sense into your friend here, Cardi B.
What you mean, Crazy Joe, Popeye Joe?
You need to start wearing a mask if you're going to hang out with other people in a crowded place in like Las Vegas. I'm serious. I mean it. This is for real. I really mean it. You better listen to Popeye Joe. Popeye Joe knows what he's talking about. Hang on a second. Uh-oh. It's none other than Queen Bee herself. You need to listen to Popeye Joe. You need to also vote for Joe. Vote for Joe because we need to end this madness. There's no madness that can carry on like this forever. It cannot be sustained, just like perhaps maybe this show. This show called Aristotle Full Throttle that you watch 5 days a week. If you're on Instagram, you could donate to the ACLU. The ACLU, because our American civil liberties are at stake. That's what we need to support. We need to support the ACLU. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the You better listen to her, and also subscribe, like the video. If you're watching on any platform right now, just like the video. It takes 2 seconds. I'll wait. We'll wait for you to like the video. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Why don't you just do that? Listen to.
All right, I'll be over here with my nails.
You better put some masks on. Lo and behold, we are here today. It is an insignificant show, but perhaps one day it will be well known among weirdos, nerds, music fans. The support for Aristotle Full Throttle. What a show this is. Or isn't. If a show isn't watched, does it exist at all? That is the question I am pondering today.
I am the rock biter from the never-ending story, man. I am the classic rock biter, though. I'm listening to some crazy. Do you guys like Foghat? Do you listen to Steppenwolf? Man, not only is he a villain in the Justice League movie, he's born to be wild, man. Steppenwolf. Anybody have any limestone? Rock on, man. rock and roll forever. And I'm 500 million years old, man. And I gotta say, the 3 best years for rock and roll, classic rock, 1968, 1984, and 1991. Yeah, rock and roll. Get it.
Hi, everyone. I'm in the dark. Look at me. Let me get some more light on me here. Alrighty. Let me just change the lighting situation because I looked like I was lurking. I'm lurking. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle. This is the show we do 5 days a week at noon Pacific Standard Time. However, hey, what's up, K-Griff? What's up, Jen the Fierce? What's up, V Forte? That's what we're doing here today. We're hanging out. I'm going to move back a little because I feel like I'm filling up the screen with all of my hair. At some point, this is the goal. The tendrils of my hair will fill the frame. This is what I'm growing my beard and hair out for. I would like it to fill the frame. Hello, everybody. I'm excited to talk to you about horror movie music. Horror movie music. Scary music. We're going to play some scary music for you, too, because I got my bass here, over here to my left, and I got my electronic guitar over here to my right, and we're going to just rock out. We're going to rock out, because that's what we do. And, guys, if you're watching on the platforms such as Facebook, there's an ACLU fundraiser up there. So, you know, we do this for the ACLU. We like to support those things. Guys, join the chat, like the chat, share the chat, because guess what? If you subscribe, you get a chance to win a PS5. If you subscribe, you get a chance to win a PS5. If you subscribe, you get a chance to win a PS5. If you subscribe, you get a chance to win a PS5. I'm not going to say that again. If you subscribe, you get a chance to win a PS5. I said it one more time because I really want to reiterate the point that you can win stuff. If you watch the show, you can win things, and I will give it to you. I will give it away now. Boy, oh boy, what a day. What a day we're having in this country. We're like not but a couple weeks out from an election, a presidential election in the United States here. I don't know where you're watching. Some of you all are watching in different countries. That's fine. I like that. That's cool. We're all welcome. We're tolerant here. We can tolerate you. Sometimes. Yeah, I always think of Twilight Zone when speaking of creepy music. Oh, yeah. Twilight Zone. How did that one go? That was like... Dear, near, 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 near. Let's see. That's like more of a guitar sound. Let's see if I can figure that one out. See, this is part of the show is me practicing. This is I make weird faces when I play, so it's just natural. It's only natural. When you think of that kind of music, oh, you know what? This is probably the reason why you're not hearing anything, because I have to plug in the guitar. The guitar has... You heard that, right? Let me just do this for a second. Guys, this is pro tip number 1. This is your first guitar lesson. Plug it in. That's the way... That's really super loud and it's probably annoying my neighbors, but that's okay. This is a show designed to annoy lots of people. Why isn't the foot switch working? Alright, that's probably why. I realized if I move out of the way, you can hear it better. That's my guitar amp. More like that, right? I don't know. I'm just making it up. I'm just guessing. It's a lot of guesswork on this show. There's no verifiable things that we do. We just guess. What's going on in the news? Meteorite coming to destroy us? I guess. That's what it feels like anyway, right? What else is going on, guys? Some of the horror movies that I think of are like John Carpenter movies, because John Carpenter is he's an electronic guitar player, and he also writes all of the music for his movies. He writes and records the soundtracks for his movies and goes on tour with his son as a musician. They're both musicians. Turns out you can inherit musical ability. It really turns out that that's actually like an inheritable trait. Just look at Wolfgang Van Halen. That's Wolfgang Van Halen wrote that. Guys, now let's talk about it. Not a movie, but the Unsolved Mysteries themes always creeped me out as a kid. Guys, I think I figured that one out yesterday. Wait, if you were watching, we were trying to amble our way through that one with our fingertips. We were rambling and ambling with our handling. Whoa, I sound like a robot. I don't want to sound like a robot right now. Not until later. Not until later will I sound like a robot. Guys, yeah, the Unsolved Mysteries theme, I think I've got it. I could probably play it on the guitar. Let me just play it on the guitar then. Oh, my keyboard is working. That's it. That was Robert Stack. That was a really creepy sound. It got you in the mood for listening to some scary stories about unsolved mysteries. That guy's voice was incredible, right? He really set you up for he really did set you up for mystery. Join me and we can solve an unsolved update. And then it would say like update. I watched 50 episodes of Unsolved Mysteries last weekend. Because that's what you do when you're in Big Bear and the altitude is really high up in the air and you get really tired because you're like, man, this altitude is crazy. I got altitude sickness. How about it feels like I'm in an airplane all of the time. That's what happens when you're in the mountains and you're like, I am tired. I wanted to do 50,000 things like millions of hikes, but we can only do like 4 hikes. We can only walk a little bit. She also kissed your phone when you saw. Oh, hello, Annie. That's my niece. She's a bass player. She's inherited bass playing. But yeah, I've decided that I'm going to play the bass and play the guitar during the show because it's a nice little safety blanket for me, and I'm used to performing that way. I'm used to being on a stage, and I'm used to performing and talking to a crowd and playing an instrument. So I'm gonna do that, guys. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. What are some of the scariest music that you've heard? I think that the music from The Exorcist was pretty good, guys. Remember The Exorcist? That was a scary. Uh-oh. My keyboard likes to just crap out. Let's turn that music off. How does it go? Is it in that key? We're not going to try to. For the John Carpenter movies for Halloween. And now she's going to be in Halloween. She's going to be in her, 4th Halloween movie. There are going to be 12 in total Halloween movies, apparently. But every time they kept trying to come back with a new version of it, it would be bad, and it would be worse, and it would even have Paul Rudd sometimes. Sometimes you get Paul Rudd. That's like Hollywood has a banner hanging over Hollywood, and it just says, sometimes you get Paul Rudd. He's not, you can't have him all the time. You can only have a Paul Rudd once in a while. Sometimes. He's going to be slapping the bass mod. I blame Paul Rudd for that. Because as a bass player, people go, slapping the bass mod. And you're like, you saw that movie too, huh? That's what happens. Psycho is a great one. You've got a guy named Alfred. Not Alfred Pennyworth, but Alfred Hitchcock. What a guy. What a guy that was. What a friggin' guy that was. Oh, hey. What is Baby Bane, you are gigantic. What happened? You used to be a little tiny baby Bane. Yeah, but now, you know, he's growing. He's a growing baby Bane. He's a Bane bee. He's a giant baby.
Batman, are you scared? Are you intimidated by my size? Do you think I'm too big for a baby?
You're definitely too big to be carried around in a baby Bjorn. That's not the right size. Well, you know, Bane, why are you... why are you staring at me like that?
I can't help but notice that silly hat you're wearing. Why are you wearing that hat, Batman? I think that I could wear that hat.
No, Bane. You've already got enough headgear. If you were to wear 2 pieces of headgear, that would make you a hipster. And you don't want to be a hipster, do you?
I don't know. I've never tried to be a hipster. I think that, you know, I'm more of a meathead. You know, I'm like a gym rat. I work out a lot. I have to breathe in this thing called venom mostly all of the time. And I work out a lot. I'm played by Tom Hardy.
Yes. Yeah, we all know that. You keep mentioning that, yeah. You're played by Tom Hardy, but you're very scrawny. I'm very huge. I'm hugely muscular compared to you.
Yes, but I'm a baby. You can't make fun of me. I'm tiny. I'm a little tiny baby, and I've got excellent muscle tone for a baby.
Yes. Bane, would you like to say hi to Aristotle Full Throttle's niece?
Yeah, yes. Hello, Annie. Hello, Annalise. I am Bane. I work for your uncle.
Yeah, guys, that's Bane. He's a creation. He's Bane Bee. He's actually, you know, he's his DC comic villain, and now he's just he's a cartoon. He's a caricature. You see, this show is gonna be. It is more like a Space Ghost kind of show, like just a show where you zone out and you just watch it and you just have it on in the background and silly things happen. Hey, Batman, why aren't you saying anything? Did any of you hear my shirt talking?
What are you talking about, Batman? You just stood there in complete silence this whole time.
My shirt talks. I don't know if anybody can hear that. Batman, don't you understand that it's just between me and you? I'm Aristotle Full Throttle's talking shirt. You guys can get a shirt too if you go to the link at Teespring below. If you want an Aristotle Full Throttle shirt for, say, Christmas or something like that, if you want to celebrate Christmas, if you want to celebrate, I don't know, Ramadan, anything that you like, if you want to celebrate Yom Kippur, which is already passed, if you want to do that belated, you can get an Aristotle Full Throttle shirt at Teespring. There's a link below. Is anybody else listening to that? I don't hear anything.
Batman, I think that you should maybe stop wearing that hat. I think that hat is a signal that maybe that you're getting a little senile.
I'm only 67 years old. Wowzers. These guys are just the antics. The antics. The uncle ticks. We'll call this show Uncle Ticks. Just not antics, but Uncle Ticks. Get it? This is a bass guitar. It's an electronical bass guitar. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, I'm going to knock everything over. These things are gigantic. These bass guitars, they should make them a lot smaller. They should make them fit in your pocket. They're too big. What's going on with these gigantic bass guitars? Why are people so crazy that they need such a big instrument? Oh, that doesn't sound good, does it? Oh. No. Well, I'm gonna just keep beating up my bass until it makes a sound. This is the greatest thing about being a musician is that technology, my technology, if you've watched the show long enough, you realize that none of my technology likes to work when I want it to. It's built into the Woo! Yeah! That's what we like. That's the bass. Remember this one? Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all. That sounds terrible. That's a fun one. That's the only bass line that anybody ever really knows. But this is a song by John Carpenter. We play this a lot. It's actually... Anybody know that one? We were just talking about it. I did see that there's news. The Furiosa spinoff. It's going to be a prequel. Tom Hardy, though, is not going to be in it because I think it's a prequel, and that's before Max went mad. So, lest anybody confuse Mad Max Fury Road is a movie about Furiosa. Like, that's the funny thing, because if you notice it's very subversive. The fact that George Miller did he subverted people's idea of what Mad Max was with Mad Max Furiosa because he made it, or Mad Max Fury Road, because he made that movie about Furiosa, and Mad Max is kind of like us being entered into that world, and then we're kind of seeing Furiosa's arc. And I like the poster for it because the poster for Mad Max Furiosa shows Mad Max kind of like just sitting in the passenger seat of the car, and Furiosa looking at the camera for the poster for Mad Max Fury Road, which is like, I see what you did there. I see that you were like, I'm not going to sit there and say, because Hollywood's not ready for it. Hollywood's not ready for a Mad Max movie that is about Furiosa. But he did that subversively. And I mentioned that yesterday, that I had an audition last week where I had to... Guys, I'm just going to say it to you guys because it's just between me and you. You got to sign all sorts of NDAs for this stuff. I didn't sign an NDA for this, so I'll just tell you what I did. I auditioned for a commercial that stars Daveed Diggs, but I auditioned from home. But I did not have... someone to read with. So I created an audition tape using this platform. So I did this. I'll explain it in a second. I took a picture of Daveed Diggs and I put him in. It's a car commercial. I don't understand why they got to be like, don't tell anybody about this car commercials. Listen, you're going to sell cars. You're going to tell people about car commercials. People are going to hear about car commercials. In 6 months, the car commercial will have Young in that one. Oh, it's going to be with Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is going to play a young Immortan Joe. I wonder what that actor who has been in, he was in the original... the guy who played Immortan Joe was the same actor who was in The Road Warrior. And he's been, around since then. He was a lot older now, and he was so great in that role. Man, oh man, that's a great movie, Mad Max Fury Road. I want to watch it again. Probably one of the best top 10 movies of the last 10 years, for sure. Just so expertly crafted. I love watching a movie that's expertly crafted like that. But so I did this audition from home. I did the self-tape audition, and I sent it in. But I was like, I feel like sometimes they ask me to audition for stuff just because they're like, we need to fill a quota. We need to fill a quota that we said that we saw all sorts of ethnicities, and you check all the boxes. So we're going to bring you in and have you check all of the boxes of the ethnicities that we said that we saw, even though we're probably going to cast someone else. I honestly have that opinion sometimes, having auditioned consistently for 9 years now. But so I built a scene, and I just did my show for the audition because I was supposed to play a host, an internet host who was interviewing David Diggs while he drives a car, and I'm reading comments. Not unlike the show. Very much like the show. So I just basically did this. So I had him talking like this. Hey, Aristotle, Full Throttle, what's going on, man? And, oh, wait. Hold on a second. I would cut back and forth. I can do that right now, actually. Hey, David Diggs, how you doing? Oh, man, I'm great. What's going on over there? So I just did this for the audition because I was like, F you, Hollywood, I don't care. What do I care, Hollywood? What do I care about you trying to put me in a box? Because here's the thing. I was like, okay, so they're going to have me audition for a commercial that stars David Diggs. Look at David Diggs. Look at me. Look at David Diggs. Look at me. Look at David Diggs. Look at me. Okay, there's no way that anybody's brain in casting particularly, I would say that in a community of brown folks, in a community of mixed folks, they'd be able to tell us apart. But the way Hollywood works is they would never, ever in a million years put us together in anything. Like, that's just the way Hollywood works. Look at David Diggs, look at me. What did I miss? See? So I made fun of the whole process. I said basically like this. Hey, Aristotle, you notice that we kind of like look like we could be put in the same bin at Walmart? Like we kind of like the same category of person right now? Yeah, I did notice that, David Diggs. Well, I don't think that we could be cast in the same commercial. I don't think Hollywood is ready for that. Yeah, I don't think so either, David Diggs. We got we've got some questions over here in the comments. How do you like driving that car? Oh man, the handling is so great. You know what else I'm trying to handle? I'm trying to get a handle on this situation. So basically it went like that. I made fun of the process. I made fun of casting directors. I made fun of the fact that there's no chance in hell that they would even, listen, there's going to be like, you're going to watch a commercial and there'll be 5 white guys in it, right? If you watch a commercial and there's more than one brown or black person, that was like a committee made that decision. If ever you see a commercial, you will never, just recently in the last 5 years or so, they started showing interracial couples in like Cheerios commercials. And then, oh my God, America just exploded. They could not handle it. They could not deal with the idea that there would be an interracial couple existing in the world. And so that's the fun part about Hollywood. That's the fun part that I have to deal with, where I'm just like, listen, it's not going to work out. So I wanted to share that with you because I thought it was a funny story. Let's see what's in the news, shall we? But I'm curious about this. I'm curiosa about this Furiosa prequel. I wonder, the girl who was in New Mutants is going to be Furiosa as a young Furiosa. But I don't know. Why can't they just get more Charlize Theron? Why not? I think Charlize Theron is ageless. She's timeless. She's a gift. She's like an excellent actor. She had to get herself all ugly for that movie Monster. She was like, people aren't going to take me seriously. I'm an actor, and I don't know how old she was. She might have been 30, which is, she might as well be dead, as far as Hollywood is concerned. Yeah. That's a loud bass guitar. Can you hear that? Can you hear the bass guitar? Because I don't want to play too loud because I'll get evicted. I don't know if you guys are That's some Pink Floyd, my favorite band ever, probably. That's a trivia question. That'll be on the trivia later. Scored by the musician BT and the influence from Journey. When you say Journey, do you mean like Steve Perry? Steve Perry. My bass sounds like it's got indigestion. Good golly, guys. What's in the news? I want to see what's in the news. I'm curious. I was seeing some stuff about Rudy Giuliani. This is the part of the show. We're going to format the show. There's going to be different segments. There's going to be different segments to the show. This is the part of the show. Maybe we got to start out with hot topics within the first... Usually the first 5 minutes is a sketch. It's a cold open. And then there's a monologue, right? So this format of the show is Saturday Night Live. Then there's going to be a musical guest. And it'll be me. It'll be fantastic. Let's see what's happening in the news. What's trending? There's a new movie coming out called Hillbilly Elegy with Ron Howard directing. It looks like it's got excellent acting, but the thing about Ron Howard movies, I just watched a Ron Howard movie last night with my friend David. We social distanced watched a movie. He's in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in here. And we watched a movie together. And that Ron Howard movie was, guess what Ron Howard movie we watched together remotely. But this movie is a Ron Howard movie, and there's certain things about Ron Howard movies where you're like, I don't know, if I saw it, I'd probably like it, but it doesn't look that interesting. You can't cut it into a trailer. His movies aren't editable in a trailer fashion. I don't really think. Musician BT. Apollo 13. No, it was not Apollo 13. It's kind of a trick question, because was it really a Ron Howard movie? Maybe. Probably. Did Ron Howard do any horror movies? He's worked with Chris Hemsworth at least twice, right? He did Driven, and he did that other one. Driven. What other horror movie music do you like? I like the music in The Silence of the Lambs. Is that considered horror movie? Is it iconic? There's some iconic horror movie stuff. I'd say the most iconic each decade would be like Psycho, and then The Exorcist, and then, I mean, I guess two in that one decade would be. And then there's Halloween. Have there been any other like iconic? Goes like that. Nightmare on Elm Street is pretty iconic. The music. It's very creepy. It's like, and then they've got the little kids chanting 1, 2, buckle my shoe. That's pretty neat. I will tell you which movie we watched. That was a Ron Howard directed movie officially. If you can catch my drift on that. Officially, Ron Howard was named director of this movie. I feel like Hans Zimmer... I don't know if Hans Zimmer did any... The soundtrack to Driving Miss Daisy. I don't know if Hans Zimmer did any horror movie. Yes, you are correct, K. Griff. You have guessed correctly. Hold on. These comments is messed up. Hold on. What are you doing? You are distracting me from my philosophy. My philosophizing. Sorry. I need to... These comments, they are very important for the show. They are... everything for the show. They mean everything. You guys are wonderful for doing this, commenting. I'm the disembodied head of Morgan Freeman, and I'm just trying to drive you to the store, Werner Herzog. I'm just trying to drive you to the store. I'm trying to drive you all to the magical store in the sky, where you can meet Andy Dufresne. I can't quite do the impression right now because my voice is not dry enough. Yeah, but Andy Dufresne, he crawled out of the slop. You should crawl out of this slop. Andy Dufresne. My name is not Andy Dufresne. Why do you keep calling me that? I call everyone Andy Dufresne. That's just how this is my way of saying hello. I don't like it. My name is Werner Herzog. Yeah, well, it might as well be Andy Dufresne. It's not. I don't even think you are real. I think that you are a disembodied head of Morgan Freeman. It is scary. It is scaring me. Yeah, well, you know what else is scary? The soundtrack to Scary Movie. I don't know. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Guys, when you gotta do a show every day, any requests for bass lines? Because nobody knows the bass. My favorite part is when people are like, oh, the bass, that's the part I don't listen to. Oh, you play the bass? I can't hear the bass. And then I'm like, yeah, you can. Trust me, you can. That's what I try to do. I try to subversively get inside your ears. Yes, it was solo. I don't think Hans Zimmer ever did music for a horror movie. Let's see. Hans Zimmer movies. What a great... He should be on the show, actually. We have a new character coming up on the show. Maybe you know what? We're just going to add the new character right now. Let's just add the new character right now. Sorry, guys. You know, when you do a show every day, yeah, here we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll do this. We'll go straight for it. We're gonna add a new character right now. Yeah, let's see. How do we do this? There's not quite. I have to double check a thing here. Just look at my face being stupid this whole time, please. Please do that. Let's see, did that work at all? No. I don't think it did. Well, let's see. Let's try this. Oh! Chardonnay. Chardonnay doesn't really talk. He just gives different looks. You know what I mean? Chardonnay. Do you have a problem with what's going on here? Chardonnay. He's a cheap bottle of Chardonnay. Not only is there that Chardonnay, there are more Chardonnays. He gives approving and disapproving looks. That's kind of his thing. Hold on a second. Let's just do this. This takes a lot of work, guys. It takes so much work. I know that maybe you do actual work, but this is what I do. Look, Chardonnay approves. Chardonnay, a character created, co-created. I made the visual. Chris came up with the idea. You could play Rob Zombie. I could play Rob Zombie. Chardonnay agrees. Chardonnay, what do you think about this joke? When's the best time to go to the dentist? 2:30. Chardonnay does not like that. Chardonnay. You might be a Chardonnay in right now. If you're at home, you know. If you're a stay-at-home mom. If you're maybe like at your job even. Even if you're at work. You might be 2 Chardonnays in. Chardonnay approves. Trader Joe's would like to be... Did Trader Joe's really buy up all the Charles Shaw? I don't know if that's a true thing. I don't know about that. Chardonnay. Chardonnay, listen. You are $3 Chuck It used to be $2 Chuck, now you're $3 Chuck. They've increased the prices. You gotta at least pay for the bottle itself. The glass, because what's in it is actually devalues. It's like negative value. Am I right? Chardonnay? Chardonnay agrees. Yeah, well, Chardonnay, I'm flanked by Chardonnays. I've got this one, and I've got this one. There's another one. Let's find the other one, shall we? Let's play. Let's play the game Chardonnay. You know, there are so many Chardonnays. Let's see if I can find the first here. The first one I invented was this one. Yeah. This one is good too. This is a good one, guys. This one, there's every type of, this is the curious one. Chardonnay is curious. All right, let's group these together. Let's do some of the show. Let's actually, yay. So, there's this one. They're all meant to have appropriate moments. You don't want to get so messed up. You don't want to get so messed up that you get this guy. Well, you do want that one. This one's curious. This one is like, he doesn't know what's quite going on. You know what, Shy Tang? You got a new idea for a wine stopper. Man, that's a great idea. I don't know if I could use Chardonnay's likeness, but maybe I should make an Aristotle full throttle wine stopper. If not, I should make an Aristotle full throttle loofah sponge. He's curious about it. Chardonnay. That would be great, wouldn't it? You know what? Chardonnay approves. What do you think about being a wine stopper? He likes it. Let me rename these so I know which one. So I know which one I'm calling on. Which one is this one? Oh, he's grumpy. He seems pretty grumpy. Chardonnay grumpy. Chardonnay. And this one's curious. You know, he's still on the write-in ballot. Chardonnay is on the write-in ballot. So what we do here on the show is we just kind of organically go with the discussion. Now we're talking about Chardonnay. Seems like a hit. The Sherpa pillow. I should have a bobblehead, and it should always be like face down. My bobblehead is just always a thing. I bet you it's a thing, because we discussed earlier. Oh, get out of here, Morgan Freeman. We don't need you. Yes, we very much discussed that Google itself is the singularity of all human thoughts and creations. Everything that you can think of is already existing on Google. Just think of it. It's like a precognitive entity. Google. It knows what you might even think of next. But it never, ever in a million years had a dream that it would be Werner Herzog. There is no Werner Herzog on the entire internet except for here. I am a swine in a cave of forgotten dreams. It is something that the internet would never know. We have to subvert the internet, everyone. We have to come up with ideas that the internet would never come up with. And here we have this idea that I am a pig and a man and a movie director. Oh man, there's so many things that we just don't even understand. Hey. Hold on a second. I see. That's like a common thing that people do. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Sometimes when I have an actual director, what's going on here? I don't need that no more. What's going on there? Cancel. All right. Hey, you are under arrest. This show is violation of many, many different types of humor, most of which are in violation. Let me turn this down. I am a robot. I am a cop. I am also a robocoptopus, but I am patched into. I don't have the internet. I'm a robot from like the 80s, so I don't have access to the internet like you, Shy Tang. Maybe you can get a wine stopper. Shy, have you watched RoboCop yet? Have you watched my famous film from 1987, RoboCop? I'm from the 80s. I don't have the internet, but I bet in the future there will be something there where you can access all of the information in the world. You will not need a stabbing weapon that you pull out of your hand and put into a computer to look for. Hey, everybody there on Instagram, you can subscribe, you can follow, you can donate to the ACLU. You should watch the show, Shy Tang. You should watch the movie RoboCoptopus. There's no octopus in this one. Listen, RoboCoptopus is an idea, really. It's like Antifa. Antifa is an idea. RoboCoptopus is an idea. If there were to be another sequel to RoboCop, I would have to up the ante a little bit. I would have to increase my abilities. So I put these arms on. I put these 4 robotic arms, and if you count up my limbs, if you count up all my limbs, you've got 8. So it's like I'm an octopus. Octopi, oct. The prefix oct means 8, and that's like me. I'm RoboCop. Coctopus. Wait, hold on a second. No, I'm not oct. Roboctopus. I'm Robococtopus. Wait a second. That doesn't sound right. Robocoptopus. That's me. You are under arrest. You are in violation. Your move, creep. Listen, Shy, it's your move. You should watch RoboCop. Hey, everybody. Shy hasn't seen my movie. She doesn't understand that I'm a man, I'm a robot, I'm a cop, I'm also an octopus, sometimes. But that doesn't define me, okay? That doesn't define me. I also like to play canasta. I go sailing sometimes. Sailing is fun. I'm into art. Do you guys like Godsmack? The band Godsmack? Do you listen to Godsmack? I like music. Maybe it's not your style, maybe it's not your taste, but I think they rock, okay? I know Aristotle craps on Godsmack, but listen, it's a good time. It's a good time at the concert. The drummer's good. I like it. Okay? I'm into many things. Since I got these arms, I've been doing a lot more crocheting, okay? I'm not a cop 24/7, even though I can be a cop 24/7, but sometimes there's not crime. Sometimes somewhere there's a crime happening, but that's not true. That's not always true. It's not true that somewhere there's a crime happening because, I 24/7. Sometimes I'm just sitting here in my patrol car with all of my limbs, and I'm like, there's nothing to do, so I took up crocheting, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos on crocheting, and you would be surprised at how much crocheting I could do with all of these arms. I made you a sweater, Shy. I made you a sweater, and I want you to wear it. I'm RoboCoptopus, trademark, copyright, registered 2020, all rights reserved, brought to you by Christian New and Oliver Williams. Your move, creep. It's always nice to be visited by Robocoptopus. He's a horror show in himself. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Remember that song? That's the music from RoboCop. Sounds like a march, and he's like marching. Good music. Who did the music for RoboCop? RoboCop, I mean, he's a colorful character. He's got many layers to him. We appreciate that we all contain multitudes. We can appreciate that we're not just what we think we... Even if you argue with somebody on the street, if you get cut off by someone on the road, perhaps they were having a bad day. Perhaps they're just a psychopath and they just want to weave through traffic and cause traffic. Weaving through traffic causes traffic, guys. Because as soon as you cut one person off, they hit their brakes, and then everybody else hits their brakes, and then it starts congestion. Just drive accordingly and smart. Don't be an idiot. Okay. He cannot be defined. This is true. Shy. It's weird, because trademarking him was difficult, because you would have to describe what it is. And I was like, listen, it's a cop? I had to go to the registrar, the trademark office, and apply for a trademark. I didn't do any of those things. Because we're just off the grid here. We just do whatever we want. We don't care. Trying to work out the RoboCop theme music. And I'm not doing it that well. I can hear it in my head, but my fingers have to learn how to play it. Guys, this is so much fun. We just have fun. I'm using this as an excuse to practice the bass, so I hope that you guys don't mind, because I don't really play the bass that much anymore, as much as I should anyway. I'm gonna wake up everybody that's sleeping in like 12 times a day. At least. I don't know what you're doing with that time. You could have been watching. It's already 1 p.m. You could have watched it 6 times. I'll watch it. I'll watch it again. Maybe we'll have a... Hey, what do you think of this? We'll do a... Let's do it. I'm going to set a date for that. Here, hold on. Let me put this on my list of things to do. We're going to have a Discord RoboCop watch party. And we'll figure out how to watch that. It's too much fun. That movie is too much fun. Update on the info on Dune. Yes, they made only part 1. Apparently it can be a standalone film. Oh, that's cool. Dune is such a huge, expansive property that maybe they're going to make several sequels, or maybe like try to expand it into a world of... You just got to really develop the world, because the original 1980 was so... There's so many versions of it because it's just so much stuff to contain in one movie. And now I'm excited to see them extrapolate or interpolate, or at least interpret into a larger, more expansive story. I wonder if they're good. That's strange how they're going to have to revisit it. But it'll be cool if they, instead of filming them both at the same time, you got Timothy Chalamet playing a young Paul Boys who like Timothy Beard. His features just, they're not gonna age well. I'm sorry, Timothy Chalamet. I'm sorry. You're gonna grow up to be ugly. I promise you that. He's gonna look like I know his name. The inventor of warp drive. I guarantee you. Who's the inventor of warp drive? Zephram Cochrane. He's gonna grow up to be Zephram Cochrane. If you don't know who that is, Google it. I'm gonna get Zephram Cochrane, and I'm gonna show you what Timothy Chalamet is gonna look like. We're gonna have visual aids on there now. Let's talk about horror movies. Cochran. You know, it's kind of like he's kind of got an Adam Driver situation happening. This is what he's going to look like. Let's see. I think that's a pretty good Halloween costume that nobody would ever be able to figure out. Zephram. Do you guys remember Zephram Cochran? No? Anyone? I'm trying to find a good image that will represent. Maybe we could need a Dune book club. Yeah, I would read Dune again. I like that book. It's really good. I have it. It's over there on the shelf. We could go read it together. The Dune book club for throttlers. Was that from Cochran played by someone else in the movies? I'm trying to find the most unflattering picture because I really want to make fun of Timothée Chalamet right now. Look, this is going to be it. Reading is hard. There's a process in which I'm going through, and I'm trying to like. All right, that's Zephram Cochran. That's what he's gonna look like. Okay. Oh, we ended on Instagram. Why does he got 2 E's? 2 E's. Why has he got so many E's in his name? He's not gonna age well, I promise you. I'm just hoping. I'm holding out hope that he won't age well. I'm like, ladies, you need to stop liking this guy. Because I have power over that. Let's see. Some call him Tim. All right. This, ready? This is gonna turn into this. He's gonna turn it to that. Let's see. Wait. Hold on a second. My bad. This is actually more of a. Guys, this is the perfect representation of the future that we have for Timothée Chalamet. Look, it's all Ichabod Crane from here. Listen, he's gonna turn into this, guys. Come at me, bro. There we go. You start with this. You're gonna end up with this. Okay, ladies? Maybe you like that. That's fine. I did find the worst pick. Which one is it? Which one is Timothée Chalamet? Wait, hold on a second. Is this one him? I can't. Looks like him. Looks like him to me. That's what I see when I see Timothée Chalamet. You're on Discord already? Guys, remember, if you subscribe and if you contribute to the Patreon, you can get exclusive access to the Discord. So go to patreon.com/Aristotle Full Throttle. There's a link. There's a link everywhere. There's always a link for you to follow everybody. Yeah. How is there a worst picture of him? How even is there a worst picture of him? I think that's just... Look. That's what you're going to get. I'm trying to negatively associate. This is my plan. We don't need no more Timothée Chalamets. But we do need... Nope. What did I miss? Hey. That's molestache. That's a really great term. Yeah, K-Grip, that's an excellent term. Hey guys, it would be virtually impossible to have me and Aristotle in the same commercial because there would be no way for casting directors to handle that. They would say, no way, we need to ethnically select everybody, not the perfect person for the role who's the best at it. We need to pick the person who, like, that by ethnicity. That's generally how we do things in Hollywood. It's true. I trolled Hollywood, and I'm happy about it. I find that auditioning process to be a BS. People just get picked because they look like Ichabod Crane. They're like, they look like this, and then they go to that. That's what they're going to turn it to, guys. Look, see? Same guy. I'm trying to make an association. You won't unsee this. You will not unsee this. Oh, where did I end up? Oh! We are still here. We're still hanging out in front of this haunted house with a gigantic Baneby. You need to shrink down to a smaller size if you can. Oh, wait. It's Queen Bee. The Queen Bee. Is it Queen Bee or Queen Bee? It is impronounceable. I am the greatest being ever to exist. You cannot pronounce my name. It is Queen Bee. It is Queen Bee. It is Beyonce. It is all of the things that are unpronounceable. It is like Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib. If we're going to start a Dune book club, we need to pronounce Muad'Dib correctly so that we can use a word as a weapon. And if they can use a word as a weapon... Look at this guy. I mean, look. Look at Timothy Chalamet. He seems like a... Wait, you're not looking at him. Oh, look at him. This is Beyonce, the all-powerful, all-being, all-known Beyonce. And I think that Timothy Chalamet he's a, you know, I understand that he will turn into an Ichabod Crane looking guy. He will indeed. If you guys want to have a book club, please, by all means, use the Discord to be in a book club. Oh. Just like, oh, you can have Queen Bee's Dune Book Club. Yes. Timothy Chalamet, be gone! Whoa. I am all-powerful, the all-powerful Beyonce. Look out. I will haunt your dreams. That Beyonce, she's mysterious. You know this one? That's a Led Zeppelin bass line. And, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your patronage. I appreciate you supporting the channel. I appreciate you contributing to my new monitor fund because I broke my monitor yesterday. And you can go do that on patreon.com. You could contribute to the ACLU. If you don't find it a worthy expense, please donate that money to the ACLU. We have raised hundreds of dollars on the ACLU, and it is quite good. This Friday's guest will be Jen the Fierce. We're excited to have Jen the Fierce, contributor to the show. She helps make the show what it is. The latest upload you can catch on AristotleFullThrottle.com is the discussion I had with Malin Khan about Jim Carrey. It's a good one. It's a fun one. Go to the channel, like the videos, comment on them. The PS5 giveaway is happening. You can get a PS5 if you contribute, if you comment, if you like, subscribe, share, and comment. I can monitor the most active members of the show, and y'all are great. Y'all are excellent supporters, and I appreciate you. So you guys can go to AristotleFullThrottle.com, subscribe. Please do that. If you're watching this video, just like it. Don't do the bystander effect. Like it. There's a song called the bystander effect. I forgot how to play it, even though I wrote it. Guys, you can support the channel that way. You can go on Twitter. Check it out. If you are on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter. The things are up here. Go do that. And you can watch the videos on Twitter. And I've noticed that the feed does not drop out as much on Twitter. If you are watching on Facebook, you can do that. Also, share it on Facebook. Nobody uses Facebook anymore for anything good. People just want to get into fights. People just want to say, I'm right, you're wrong. Guess what? We're all right, and we're all wrong. It's all relative. But I'll tell you, if you don't want to confront reality for what it is, if you don't want to tackle things responsibly, then you're wrong. You're wrong. I promise you. Hey everybody, this is Dr. Baby Yoda Fauci. I just want to remind you all that we are still amidst a pandemic. We have been doing this show since the beginning of the pandemic. I've been fresh. I'm right in here from Dagobah. You know, I've got a bottle. It's called it's a Dagobaba, I call it, and I drink out of that every day. I put a little bit of whiskey in there, but you know, don't tell my mom, my alien mom. Nobody knows my origins. Actually, I could be a clone. I could be. So just don't tell Werner Herzog about it, okay? He's always like, I want to see the baby. I'm like, get out of here with your freaking alien. You seem evil, all right? You seem like an evil. You're part of the evil empire. You got a German accent. I don't even understand you. Anyway, wash your hands. Stay 6 feet away from everybody. You know, read books like Dune and start a Dune book club on the Aristotle Full Throttle Discord. If you want to join the Aristotle Full Throttle Discord, you can subscribe and contribute to the Patreon, and you get exclusive access. Okay, it's exclusive. Now, some people, they think that reality will not intervene with their lifestyle, but right now we have a pandemic that travels. It's a virus that travels through the air via droplets in your saliva when you're talking. Okay, so what you need to do is cover your mouth and cover your nose. This is easy. This is very simple. Is that too much to ask? No, it's not too much to ask. It's like the very least you can do. The very least you can do. Stop saying, I don't want to do that. Get out of here. Close to 220,000 Americans have died. People are like, oh, it's the flu. It's the same as the flu. No. 220,000 Americans dead in the last 7 months. How many people have died from the flu in the United States in the last 7 months? How many? Write it down. I don't know if you know arithmetic, but some numbers are bigger than others. Okay? 220,000 is a big number. It's probably a lot bigger than the number of people who died from the flu. Okay? So go jump in a lake if that's your position. All right? Reality is a real thing, okay? That's why it's called reality. Let's all live in it. Let's all be a part of it. Now, I think we did a great discussion today. I'm gonna go take a nap. I think I need my baby Jedi robes changed. I may have soiled them. My baby Jedi robes. You know what I mean? I'm an alien baby doctor from Brooklyn. Okay? From a galaxy far, far away in Brooklyn. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a great day. Thank you, Dr. Baby Yoda Fauci. You were a wonderful contributor to the show. Thank you so much for your incredible insight on, real things. It's really scary how people are, like, in such denial about a pandemic. People are like, I don't want to do these things anymore. The numbers seem to be going down. Well, that means I could stop doing things. No, the numbers are going down because you are doing the things. Well, guys, I think it's pronounced B, but spelled Bay. Queen Bee. I think so, yeah. I think you're right. Queen Bee. What's her name? Ooh. You got me looking so crazy right now. Ooh, I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen goddess bee. I'm goddess bee. That's goddess bee. They're going up around here. Are you an Indianer? Well, I'll leave you with this. That's really guttural sounding. I'm not sure you can hear that too well, but that's fine if you don't. Yes, her hair is moving. Yes, Queen Bee is she's a presence. Ooh. I'm ethereal. I transcend. I am a part of the ether. I can come in and out of reality. I am a magical force of nature. I am the queen bee. Oprah ain't got nothing on me. I agree, Queen Bee. Oprah, what does she do? She just talk. Queen Bee, she could dance, she could sing, she can act, sorta. We like her. That's who we like on this show. All right, guys. I think I've done enough harm for one day, so let's celebrate. Guys, we've got our own little jokes, our own little inside jokes here. We have fun here. We do. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for befriending each other and being a part of the group. You know, be kind. That's the message behind the show. Nothing is serious. Nothing is serious enough to be mean about. Unless, someone like, if you're Inigo Montoya, you got a righteous crusade to go on. You killed my father, prepare to die. If someone kills your father, they should prepare to die. Okay? But otherwise, things aren't that worth that. Things aren't worth getting that upset about. Be Kind, Rewind. I haven't seen that yet, but Mos Def is in that, and I like Mos Def. It's also directed by Michel Gondry, right? He's a good director. But we've done it. Let me put on the outro music. This is a song called Savior, Savior. And it's appropriately titled. Let's all give each other group hugs. But, consensual group hugs that aren't creepy. Listen, Joe Biden, he came up in a different era. Joe Biden, though, I think he has learned to not creepily touch ladies. I don't think that Donald Trump ever learned that rule. I worked with a director a few years ago, and he would put his arm around people, and he would massage your shoulder, and there's a weirdness, okay? So some people might not be comfortable with that, and I think it's important to respect other people's comfort levels and their space. But this director, he definitely was not, and I know that it sounds like I'm defending people inappropriately touching others, but I'm not. I'm just saying that this director in particular just meant it as a friendly salutation. He stopped, though. He definitely stopped because, the Me Too movement and everything, and he just stopped doing that, but he was doing it in a very paternal way. And I get why it would make someone feel uncomfortable, and I understand why it's inappropriate, and you should not invade someone else's space like that. But there's intentions behind certain things, and I don't know. I don't know if that should be weighed. I discuss this a lot, whether or not art should be judged by its intention. It should just be judged by its effect. And that is, if someone's creepily touching you, you judge it by the effect, not the intention. What am I trying to say here? What's my point? My point is let's all be respectful. This is a great community, and a respectful community, and a fun one. and we all give a chance to each other to hear each other out and listen to each other's contributions to the show. It really is. You guys really do contribute to the show. The show would not have such ridiculousness were it not for all of your contributions. But wait a second.
Hey guys, we didn't even visit me today. You didn't even hear the Carl Weathers... Wait, the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers report featuring Cardi B and the Action Jackson AccuWeathers Predators forecast. We didn't even do this today. We didn't even come to this. But, it's going to be 75 degrees. Thank you. This has been the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report featuring Cardi B and the Action Jackson Predators Weathers forecast. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a wonderful show today. I'm gonna go knock out Rocky one more time again. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Y'all are beautiful. I agree with him. You all are wonderful human beings, and that's what we care about here. We don't care about being jerky. We don't care about being rude. We don't care about being mean. Because what's the intention behind that? People just want to make themselves feel better, but we can help each other feel better by being nice. It's actually pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy being nice. But thank you guys so much. Be nice. It's easy. I'm Aristotle, Full Throttle, your bro with the fro. And I'll see you tomorrow. I pointed the camera. Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.